turn to the left hand. Come back and then left punch. Then punch straight, bend the elbow front. Then change, crossing your chair. Okay. Turn the right punch. Right punch. Yeah, left punch. Right punch. Right punch. Crossing your hand over the chest. Left hand inside over this. Left punch. That work on your coordination. Yeah. Change your hand. Come back to your hips. Right punch. Okay. Change. Circle down. Outside elbow. Turn. Come back. 5. Okay. Now 1 up. Circle 2 down. 3 out. 4 turn. 5 back. Okay. 1 up. Circle down. Outside, turn, come back. Okay, up, 1, circle down, outside, turn, back. Up, circle down, outside, turn, back. Okay, that's everybody get used to, right? Now, another one called lap so. Okay, lap punch, pulling punch, pulling punch, pulling punch. Assume the hand here, you're grabbing the hand punch, okay? Grab punch, grab punch, grab punch, grab punch, grab punch, grab punch, grab punch. Okay, remember all these techniques you have here done? Okay, now remember, there's around 10 techniques here, just have done it. Okay, now let's do some leg too, then we combine all those on the flowing leg, okay? Everybody learn the 5 basic stance you mentioned, right? Let me review one time. The first stance forward, okay? Circle forward, okay? Circle forward. This basic first one, forward stance. The second stance is backward. Step back, adjust parallel, okay? The toes parallel. That's the second stance. The third stance is step slide, okay? The step slide push from the back, push forward. The belly push forward, plus step slide, okay? The fourth one is the turning. This one you have done. Turning 4. Number 5 is 3 angle. Just step outside, circle in. Step outside, circle in. Step outside, circle in. Step outside, circle in. Okay? That's 5 basic stand. Everybody get that stand, right? Okay? Yeah. Just simple, easy. Now, beside that stand, I want you to do a forward bracing and backward bracing. That's what we're going to do. Now, try to move forward 3 times, move backward 3 times. Watch me. When you turn like this, okay? Forward facing, when you turn and go forward at the same time. Turn, 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 turn. Okay? Now go backward the same way. Step back and turn. Turn, turn, turn. Okay? Simple, easy. Go forward, turn, turn, turn. Backward, turn, turn, turn. Forward, turn, turn, turn. Backward, turn, turn. Okay, that's good enough for the flowing edge.
On that forward leg, that can only balance walk, like down walk, or do you what do you combine here? Which of the 5 things you combine?
Turning stand,
turning
and forward stand.
Oh, you combine?
Combine 2. Combine the 2. Yeah.
On the bracing stance, is it more like a direct turning line back, eliminating that circle?
No, make the technique better. For example, now the bracing is important. Now, if I just turn, when you punching, if I just turn and bounce out, my stance weak. Okay, he can correct me. But if when coming, I brace solid because I have the back leg brace into it, more solid. Same thing when you turn the circle. If you turn the circle, you swing the power out. Okay, with the circle turning at the same time as put the power bracing the circle. Don't let the circle go back. The power go out better. That's called bracing. When I talk the power out, I put my leg back, brace forward.
Okay, so you're eliminating a circle move, and it's more like a direct turn move.
Just step back.
When you do like the lobster drill, when you turn, you're just working on the turn.
Yeah.
But that actually is just a practice. It's not really. In other words, if you were doing like this, and we do lobster, let's say we do lobster, and I would just turn. You're just working on the twist, but in reality, you're not that solid here. Is that correct?
But you work on the unit.
So in reality, then I would have to brace on all these bouncers would be braced. So if I just do it like this, I can lose my balance.
You got it. Okay, now we combine all the stance and the hand technique. Now stay inside the square. Don't move too much forward, backward. I will combine all the technique, like the punch, bounce out punch, all the stand. Okay, can't. Combine all the technique together. Just flow. Okay, without moving too much. Yeah. All the technique combined. So elbow, okay, can't, understand everything. Without thinking, flow it out. And pass out, punch, okay, everything flow.
So don't think what to do it.
Yeah. Okay, you get the idea? Let's do it. You got it. Like that. But after the jump kill, you have all the footwork, then you can move everything combined. Simple. Any questions?
People,
Yeah.
there were some students that were concerned about in Wing Chun, they thought you don't get enough cardiovascular, like enough circulation. Well, like they say, you know, if you do the Wing Chun, it's not like running. You don't build up your conditioning.
You do.
So,
Try to
can you show us
stick your hand.
some specific ones for conditioning, like they say, you can.
Just stick your hand without running. Okay, I'm making just moving back and forth. Just that. You can run now without the wind. Okay? Just keep moving. The more you tight, the more you. Then here is going to run out the wind. Yeah. Without running. Okay. That's called pushing. Stick your hand with the stand.
What about this?
You can do that. Okay? Any question about that?
Bruce, you had a question about the conditioning, and he
I just wanted, you know.
he thought that you had to run. If you don't run, you don't get
want to have
conditioning.
good endurance.
Doesn't mean any time you have to eat rice. They can eat hamburger too.
But people, what says, like in Hong Kong, some they practice just that. They don't go out running to get conditioned. Just you practice.
Yeah. The running is bad. Depends where you run. If you run on asphalt or concrete floor, you hurt yourself. If you run on soil like dirt, it's fine. But there's no such thing called running track. It's dirt for you. Yeah, to run. Running is bad. Or jump rope. Sometimes it's bad if you do too much. Because you get shin sprain and all those stuff. The best way is walking. You have time, just walk 2 blocks. That's good. The best exercise. Walking is good. Better than you run or better than you jump. But in the Wing Chun, we do this, we don't run. That's why we have no damage on the shin and nothing. Just build your endurance. Yeah.
People, we have a question.
Yeah.
Eric, the other day, we just did some rolling, and his question, Eric asked the question, so how come that if he does the weightlifting, his muscles sometimes get sore, but after the rolling, he said he was much more sore than the muscles. What happened to him? Or how can you condition yourself besides rolling? I think some of the students had different. The question was, how can you build up your stick hand without doing the stick hand with weights and things? Does that work, or is it different? So are you working more on the tendons and the bones and the muscle? Is that
Structure. Wing Chun is structure, not muscle. The more you use muscle, the more you get tired.
The more you use the muscle, the more time.
Yeah. The more you get tired. The less you use your muscle, the longer you can last.
So like building up with weights would necessarily detract from.
Not necessarily. But weightlifting is good. Okay. For tuning up, not for heavy weightlifting. Okay. For tune up your muscle fine, weightlifting is good. But don't try to weightlift like those big muscle men. Just tune up.
You mean really heavyweight?
Yeah.
Don't look at me, I'm a little guy.
I have a question about nutrition.
Go for it.
You can see those lab rats over there.
Oh, I know.
Right? Little guy.
Lab rats.
You want to do that for a second so you can show?
He's probably big enough right now. I think it's great.
No, I just didn't.
Okay, front case. And then
You're
side
on
case.
your hobby.
And
So,
then here opens up.
Oh, really?
Side case. We're thinking it opened up this area.
Because he doesn't open up his leg.
Well,
Like,
no matter how you fight.
he's not sure how to move the supporting leg.
When you slide up, front kick, okay? Side kick, side kick. No matter how you stand, if you don't know how to protect yourself in the line, you open anyway. Okay, if I stand like that, if I don't know how to block my center line, it's open. Anytime you can kick my center.
Show how you do it, though.
Well, what I was doing was doing the front kick and then side kick and then keeping my foot like almost like Tai Chi straight.
Then you will.
And then I was coming here.
Yeah, it's your foot out.
But when I turned, I felt like I was opening up.
See, but don't you step down already here?
Yeah. See, like when you turn, okay, when you turn, slide front kick, side kick.
So you step down with the foot already turned out. You don't step down this way and then open up. Front, side.
Answered my
Already
question.
the line is closed.
Any questions? Okay, everybody remember how to flow in techniques? Huh? Everybody? Okay. Now we are going to do some technique from the cylindrical form into the sticky hand. Alright, here. Anyone have any specific technique want to know how to apply from the form to the application?
Of cylinder.
I always get confused on that.
Okay, yeah. This one, a lot of people think that's hitting the chin, but it's not, okay? This only for development. Sometimes, for example, when you punch me in, okay, block. Now I can use that to block. Okay? Powers of blocking two together. Okay? You have the bracing with the stand. By the time you come in, okay, the other come in and whatever. Okay? That is what you apply for.
Is this you're talking about this part here, right?
No, this one.
What about this one?
This one is different. This one, for example, okay, when you do gang jump up, this motion here you can push. This motion catching the shoulder. Okay. Also sometimes go in, okay, gang block, taking the elbow. That's motion here, catching the elbow. Okay. Sometimes okay, when you block down, up, catching the elbow. Okay. Those motions for catching up.
So this one just comes up this way, doesn't move up. Just comes up straight.
You apply the principle. The principle in there is a principle, not the motion itself. Yeah.
In practicing the form, gone south, turn over, press up,
No.
or gone
Turn
south,
and come up already.
one time.
Yeah.
One time to tansa.
Yeah. Twist the elbow, turn
In
up,
south,
a circle,
right jump.
then hit. And a circle, back. Okay. Any question about that? Okay. Okay, everybody know how to apply single motion on the form with the stick hand?
We can review that.
Yeah, we are going to do that. Okay, now get yourself a partner, we do it. I'll show you one by one. Now the first motion, we are going to do it in the form. The first motion, okay? This roll out. Okay? How to apply in the, yeah. Okay? Now, when you do stick your hand, okay, like this. When roll out, like this, trap. And then you can hit, okay? Check out the motion from here, slow motion. When you roll out, in. You trap two hands, see how I do? Roll out from here, slowly. From here, by the time you do bounce out, roll. The line clear, and then hit. How I trap it? Double trap. One hand bracing like this, trap. Okay? Now one more time. From here, roll out, okay, then trap. Okay, learn that first. Do one more time, slowly. And from here, when you do bounce out, go in the line, roll out, okay, and then go trap. Trap like this. Any question?
Is it this one that gets out of that?
Yeah, this one.
We're talking about
All the technique can be able to do it. Just trap, come in. Then you can do bounce out from here, bounce out, turn, block. Okay? By placing the stick. Okay? Any questions? Just learn how to punch, controlling the hand. Okay? From here, slowly. When you change hand, full punch, elbow, control it. Full punch, elbow, control it. Okay? Do not just punch like that. That's no good. Okay? Don't just punch out. You have to control the line. The line's here. Out here, the line's not there. That's why you have to force the line in. Send it.
collapse this.
Yeah. Use your elbow structure to collapse the line. Okay? Like this. When you change your hand, turn around, pull his hand down, punch. And then put his hand to punch. Okay? Elbow control. That's good solid punch. Okay? Let's do that. We do one outside for joke. Okay? It's motion from here. Outside. Punch. Now watch this again. When he do bounce out, you bounce out, turn around, grab, punch. Chuck two hand, punch again. Okay? Now like this. Bounce out, turn, boom, boom. Okay? From here, bounce out, boom, boom. Like
So
this.
usually this hand gets
Yeah,
trapped.
yeah.
That's bad situation.
From here, laps out from underneath, open. See? Okay? See how I just open. In. Okay? Let's do that.
That's all right.
Okay? Open him up and hit. That's the motion, hand part motion. But you hit that. Same principle. Okay, from here, underneath your bounce out, go in, hit.
People, where do you find that motion? You say Sunam tap. Yeah.
Take one by two. Okay, let's do it. One more time now. From here, slow motion, come circle, hit. Okay? Simple. Let's do it. Move out. Punch.
Lydia.
From here, move out, in, punch. Okay? Let's do that. Move out, punch. You apply like this same, almost pretty same technique from here. Yeah. Hit the straight. Okay, that is the motion here. Twist. Okay? But you hit, you can twist out. Okay? Same motion from here. Too slow. Bounce out. Twist. Okay? Then you push back up.
But people, what's the principle of this motion? Where's that elbow? Is this for the shoulder block?
I'm applying sideways. This one, that motion. Yeah. This motion is learn how to snap the wrist. Okay. Twist the wrist. By the time you twist the wrist, do it.
So what's the principle of this one? Is this the shoulder block?
We haven't got to there yet. Later on. Let's do that first.
Could you do that technique one more time with
We need to get it. So we can market the shape.
Okay. When you hit shoulder, like, stick your hand. From here, pull around in. My shoulder. Step the shoulder in. Okay? Pull around. In the shoulder. Okay? See, like from here, pull, make him open. The hand go back. Shoulder in.
So this is a shoulder block.
Okay.
This is the shoulder.
Yeah, that's for the shoulder. For the shoulder. And you step in, pop, to the shoulder. Okay?
and you're controlling the energy.
Yeah, control.
Opening the line.
From here, open. Pop.
I see, but that looks like very advanced technique for beginners.
You see him right there.
But why does everybody they focus on this?
Huh?
Why is everybody focused on this
On
one?
what?
On the more?
Okay?
When you get lops out.
Yeah, side shoulder. Then I put in the front. See, when I put in the front, go sideways. I bounce off my power into it. But if my hand go in the back, I go front first.
So if I grab you like this,
Yeah, then go right there. So my side shoulder.
Jamming.
what would you? I guess you just have to. If you do that, then would I just boost up?
You can move out. Yeah. Now you just do.
What long?
So, okay, let's do that. Understand what I mean? You can practice that way without doing sticky hand.
See-
Also, you can put in the sticky hand. Yeah.
Could you do the first one once again, please?
First one, okay, grab. Okay,
Okay, and then the second one?
second one. Just like if I have a big truck coming at you, you have a motorcycle, you better run away. I won't stop you. But if you have a big truck, I better run away.
So in other words, if there's some kicks that are very strong that come in, you should just reposition, don't
Then you should
block.
change your line, stop away.
Change your line.
It's like usually the hook kick or hook punch is the most powerful upper block. Okay? Those you should be able to move away from the rail and then come back into the target. Or you can, before they execute the technique, then you can go in. Either go in before or go in after. But if you get the right target, it's right. But
And where is that stand
the
from?
round technique, kick down there. Now from here, first bounce out in, go up, block, right? That's when he goes bounce out, that's the opening here. That's why I make him set him up, go into this opening, go into the shoulder, down. Okay? Okay, let's get yourself up. Don't go so hard. That's dangerous. Okay? I want you for me take down. Lap so, okay? Lap so. From one punch he brought you go around. Cool. Okay? You got? Let's do it. Now, watch how I do. Punch, bring his elbow up, my elbow go around. Then here to here. Let's go into it.
Throwing with the elbow.
Let's go with the elbow. Okay, for me, lap so, up, down. You have to go. If I step, you have the form.
Could you, what?
The last thing
Lap so, yeah. Elbow up, no.
Right angle.
Elbow underneath my elbow. Underneath my elbow. Yeah, then I go.
Oh,
There you go, right over there. For the camera.
Watch me do it again.
Like this. Grab, punch, up the elbow, down.
Okay.
That's a shot.
Thanks.
Yeah, also, from here, lock. See how I lock his hand?
Stability there.
The way I lock, make him close it, I can punch clear my line. Okay? Like this, from here. Lock, clear my line, okay? Now turn around, turn. Don't be, I'm too slow, okay? Up, turn around here, go. Actually, this technique, I'm going to lay down on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, you just take yourself down
Your
with
hand hurt or what?
Yeah.
From here, down the go in, I go down on the floor. Like, actually, he's afraid to hit that. Actually, if you go down, the person get trapped is going to hit the ball,
Right.
the floor first. Okay? So the ball will make him go.
So is it breaking this way?
No, the hand I lock. The hand I lock here. I'm making him stick the elbow. And then I go, then he has to go.
You turn and you just, yeah, be careful on that.
Then laps out, okay? Stop, laps out. See how I lap? That's the detail motion. This laps out motion, I can control his wrist already. I'm not just laps out, okay? So I just laps out. Oh no, laps out. See how my thumb works? How my thumb, when I turn right here, see how I work? Just control it.
Doing this, you just control it.
Yeah, control it. Yeah. By the time you control, they have no power on the wrist anyway. Then you get a punch go straight in. Okay? So, see, you have no power on it. And put them straight in.
As long as you're on the nerve with the thumb.
No, the angle of the wrist. See, like when I grab. See, when I grab, if I grab like this, you have no power. 3, drop the elbow down. 3. 3. Hit, okay? Grab it. 3. 4, 防守。防守。4, okay? 5 times out, step in. 5 jump, 6. 7, rolling in. 8, left side. 9, come back, 9. From here, let go, leave a circle. Top, okay? Snap, hit, this one, answer. No, no. After this, okay? Snap, hit. Hit out, yeah. Yeah, oh. Yeah, step, okay, now this motion is different. Snap again, go down, snap, hand. Snap my hand, I snap yours. Okay, that's first point. Yeah. Okay, first hand motion like this. Okay, let's do it from beginning. Jaws out, 1, 2, grab, top, okay. 3, down elbow, two hand. Okay.
Shut on.
4, bounce out. 4, okay. 5, step in hit. Down. 6, down jump. 7, rolling. 8,
rolling is
hands up.
8 steps around.
Down jump. Okay. Circle. Top.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Step down.
Snap down.
Step down. Yeah. Okay.
How does the last one go to snap?
One opposite.
No, before that, to the face.
Okay,
After this one, gun jump.
okay, let's after gang jump,
Yeah.
circle, hit,
Yeah.
this hand, snap,
This one snaps down. I guess this
and then step down, 1, 2, roll up, and then you go to the other. But do the first.
Maybe a little bit. Then shoot straight. Then double jet. But he said in the air, it's, when you do it with 2 men, you go like this. So
It's almost exactly
yeah.
the same.
So the problem is on this part. What happened? You got it?
By the time you stop,
Sorry.
Okay, let's try.
I'm confused at the end.
Yeah, on the jet. On the jet.
Well, let's get the first part. Let's see if we remember. So 1, then 2, then 3. 3, you know, hit hand to hand. 3. Here? Yeah, hand to hand, like this part. Is 1, then 2, then 3. Then ganjan. No, I'm sorry, bangsa.
And the bong is 2 outside, like that?
Yeah, well, he goes this way, I go that way. Then you circle around, shoot, hand palm. Then circle around, ganjan. Then kwata. Then circle around here. Yes? Then, after that, gan.
How does the jet go from here?
Wait a minute. Then you hook. You do this one. That's, yeah, up to there you grab it. Next part I do.
Next part, I don't know.
This, something like this. Let's work up to there and let's see who comes with last. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, here. 1, this is 1, then.
Okay, now let's do another one.
Hook. Then we
Okay, you ready for another one? There's 3 motions.
okay. Let's see if we're doing it. Get it, see if
From here, down, protect yourself.
What do you mean by protect yourself?
And then you just
Protect yourself.
panoramic. And
From
flipping this
here,
down
then go down.
large
Then go
so
down.
that you can look right in.
Just for 2, 2. 2, and then come back. Okay. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, from here you cut down.
Cut down. When you cut down, you turn your angle. Okay, when I cut down, my hand here. I'm trying to go ahead.
Okay.
Good. Then you have to do the other side.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Today. Hi, I'm Paul Bunak, and we're going to be covering Filipino stick fighting today in this tape. We have different varieties of sticks, and the main concept I want you to remember is, regardless of what this stick looks like, the size, the diameter, the weight, you're going to use it the same way. These principles are interchangeable with all weapons. Most sticks we like to keep about 1 fist length for the butt of the weapon. That way we have a weapon on both ends of the stick. Regardless of weight, this baseball bat's heavier, obviously, you can still treat it the same way. The stick is a little bit lighter, same thing. The motions are slightly different with the weight of the stick. Everything with the stick is interchangeable with the blade. This is the first thing you have to understand. All of the motions are interchangeable, regardless if it's a blade, a stick, or empty hands. Let me start off with giving you the basic way of how we're going to hold the stick. Now, you don't want to hold it in the middle. You don't have any leverage that way, so you want to get more toward one end. Some people like to go all the way down to the end of the stick. I prefer about 1 fist length. That way you can use the end as a butt also. You can use this as a weapon. Some people like 2 fists. okay? This is a personal preference. There's stances, there's footwork, there's angulation. The stances, generally speaking, are not static. They're not a stance where you're down low and waiting here. It's not something where you're looking for a power base. You want to be up on your toes. I want you to think of yourself like a sports person, like a basketball player, where you can move, do your jump shot, running back. They don't have time to stop and see what lead is forward. See, I want you to move around in long range. I want you to think of yourself like a boxer, where you're continually sticking and moving. You have to keep moving on this range. But when you break in to close quarter range, this is when you can use your hand. You can use your checking hand. You can get down a little bit lower in that particular range. I want to discuss a little bit about ranges with you. There's actually 6 ranges in the Filipino martial arts, but I'm going to break it down into 3 and make it a little bit easier. Okay, Mark? Okay, extend your stick. This is the first range. This is the longest range we have. We call this Largo Mano range. Largo Mano range is that his stick cannot hit my head, but my stick can hit his hand. We don't do any blocking in the Filipino martial arts. If we say an inside sweep or an outside deflection, it's always a hand smash. So in Largo Mano range, if he were to hit me, I smack the hand. This is going to disarm the stick, and this is our block. So in actuality, this would be on the hand. This is Largo Mano range. Now, when I break in about 1 foot, we call this Sombrado range. What constitutes Sombrado range is that his stick can now hit my head. So therefore, if I go to smack his hand and miss, the stick is going to continue to hit my head. So I need to put in a checking hand. When he gives the number 1, this is my checking hand. I still smack the hand, but I've got to back up now. As soon as he fires this on, I've got this checking hand. The checking hand is very important in this range, Sombrado range. I can't reach with the butt of the stick, though. So therefore, we have a 3rd range. We break into what we call hubad. This is hubad range. This is the butt of the stick. Everything flies in this range. You have your headbutt, you have your knees, you have your elbow, you have the butt of the stick. So this range here is close quarter range, would be equivalent to trapping range. So our 3 ranges, once again, are Largo Mano, where his stick cannot hit my head, but I can hit his hand. Sombrado, where I can check now because his stick can hit my head. And hubad range, which is the butt of the stick. These are the 3 ranges I want you to stress right now. Now I'd like to elaborate a little bit about the footwork of the Filipino martial arts. Everything is predicated around triangles. The reason for a triangle is when somebody is wheeling a stick at you at 120 miles an hour, you've got to get to what we call 0 pressure. Now, what is 0 pressure? 0 pressure is, let's say if a person starts out right here, an untrained fighter, he just cocks the stick back here. He starts out with his motion, it starts at, let's say, 10%. It goes 20, 30, 40, all the way up to 100. This is your most dangerous position. This is where you don't want to be. From here, we go back 90, 80, 70, back to 0 pressure. So you have 0 at the beginning of the strike and you have 0 at the end of the strike. The triangles enable you to get to that position a lot easier. Now, from this position, if an opponent comes in at me straight, I can angle at these different directions. Now, there are more triangles than these, but these are just some basic triangles that we want to help you with. When he comes straight in, if I zone to this position, this is the first triangle, so that would be this line right here, this angle. I can go out here, or I can come out this way. The second angle of attack, he comes in, I could zone at a 90. That would be right here. Or I could zone out at this side. So now we're using this person coming in, and I'm zoning this way. Now, and then we have the rear triangle, where you can zone out this way. And I want you to remember the purpose of the triangles, and that is to get you to 0 pressure, to get you away from the force of the attack. This is very important. Now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to use this without a weapon and just work the footwork by yourself at home. Just work the basic footwork. Okay? You're coming to all your different angles. Pretty soon you're not going to have to use this tape, but in the beginning it'll serve as a good training aid for you. All right, now what I'd like you to do is grab a stick and follow along with me. We're going to cover the 5 basic angles of attack. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a numbering system that you can use. That way when you're training, you're not going to say, okay, hit me like this. What you'll do is you'll just say, give me an angle 2, and you know what's happening. Other than that, there's no other reason to name these angles. One other thing is you've got a million different numbering systems. This particular numbering system I'm going to keep very simple. We're going to keep it down to 5 angles. Okay, I want you to grab your stick. You have 1 fist length for the butt. Stand in a normal position. Step forward and hit with a diagonal down. This is what we call an angle number 1. Keep your hand on your chest, keep it out of the way, and it's easy to check from here. Okay? And now I would like you to step out with your left foot and hit with an angle 2. So we have an angle 1, and we have an angle 2. Okay, now we got the angle 3, which is you stepping out with your right foot. Keep your hand on your chest. This is a horizontal blow. The first two were diagonal. Now your angle 4 is a horizontal backhand. I'm saying step out with your left, but you don't have to. You can step out with your right. Later on, you're going to change it. When you're sparring, you're not going to know where you are. This is just for training. Okay, now we have one more angle, and this is an angle 5. This is straight ahead. This is an angle 5. Okay, let's go through them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I want you to see the 5 angles that I just shown you in normal speed. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you have different varieties of hits. You have what we call a tick, which comes back, and a lob tick, which goes through. Later on, we're going to show you fakes with a stick and different ways to move. Right now, I want to keep it very simple. Let's stay with our 5 numbers. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we apply these angles 1 through 5 on a body. I'm just going to take an unarmed person and bring him in. Okay, Mark. Now, we have the angle 1. The angle 1 can be right across at the temple, the tip of the stick. We always want to hit with about the last 4 inches of the stick. This is the angle 2, the other side of the temple. It can obviously be the jaw, it can be the shoulder. Any part on the body is going to work. These are real nice targets of the temple. We have angle 3, which is on the elbow. This is the elbow. Angle 3. If the hands are up, we can take the hip. Doesn't matter. Now you say, well, what if I move up to the rib? Is that going to work? Yeah, that'll work too. Okay? The one thing you have to understand with a stick is anything works. Anywhere you hit them, anything's going to hurt. Okay? Then we have the angle 5. The angle 5 is straight ahead. Anywhere you want to go with it. If his hands are up, I can take an angle 1 straight to the hand. If he had a stick in his hand, I could use it just to disarm the stick. So you've got your basic positions on the body where you can hit. These are your primary targets. Just remember this, though. Everything works with a stick. Any target is applicable. Now that we've covered our basic footwork, our basic angulation, the triangle, different positions, we've got the basic 1 through 5 strikes. We covered the different ranges. What I'd like to do is I'm going to give you some drills to do in each one of these ranges. We're going to start out slow, and we're going to work our way up. First range we're going to cover is Largo Mano range. Remember, Largo Mano range, he can hit the hand, but he cannot hit the head. So they're outside of range of each other's head. Now, these drills are all for basic coordination. These are drills to develop coordination. Think of a football player running the tires. You would never run tires in a game. It's for coordination. So keep this in mind. Okay, let's bring you guys in. Now, we're going to take this 3 angles. Remember, you've got a lob tick, which follows through with the strike. And we have a watik, which comes back. So what we're going to do is we're going to be integrating these 3 hits. Okay, start in. Give me a number 1. Okay, number 1. Stop. Okay, now pull through. Now, low backhand. This is the watik. Back it up. And high backhand. Good. Again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And, of course, we're going to add footwork to this drill. So what I would like you to do is look at this one more time slow, and then we're going to go normal speed. Ready? Slowly. Go. Again. Okay. Work your way into normal speed. Ready? And go. Now, the reason for the drumming is in traditional Filipino martial arts, the training method, they use the kunga. What you do is when you're hearing that beat, you're hearing an accent, your body is moving to the accent of the drum. It gets you to be a little bit more alive. You don't have that static footwork. Okay, so if you have any sort of percussion, if you want to play Santana or whatever in the background, it's going to help. We crank up the music when we train. It's up to you. You do whatever you feel best. Now, we're going to take you through another Largo Mano drill, and this is very similar to the last one, except we're going to go with a high backhand this time, a low backhand, and a high backhand. So they're the Wittig strikes, all three this time. Okay, get in position. Nice and slow. High backhand, lock it out. Retract it. Low backhand. Retract it. And high backhand. And go back. Okay, normal cadence, but nice and slow. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, with footwork on the conga. Ready? And begin. All right, very good. Our third and final drill is going to be a high inward, a low, and a high. Okay, ready? Start it off slow. High, and a low inward, and a high backhand. Again, high, low inward, and a high backhand. All right, on your own speed. Ready? And go. Good, break. Okay, what I would like to do is go through all three drills starting from the beginning, nice and slow. Let's start with our high inward, low backhand, high backhand. On my command, ready? High inward, low backhand, and high backhand. Good, again, ready? High inward, low backhand, and high backhand. Good. Okay, position. Ready for our second drill we did, which is a high backhand, low backhand, high backhand. Remember, all these are done with footwork. We're just going through it slowly to show you the upper body. Okay, ready? High backhand, low backhand, high backhand. Again, high backhand, low backhand, high backhand. Good. And our third drill. Ready? Starting with a high inward. And high inward, low inward, follow through backhand. High inward, low inward, and follow through backhand. Good. Break. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is when you go through these drills at home, I want you to say this to yourself. This will help you with the memorization. High backhand, low backhand, high backhand. Once you get it down, with these three drills, you can integrate the different strikes together and come up with many more drills. Like I say, there's thousands of Largo Mano drills. We're just giving you three for the basic coordination. Now, we've gone through Largo Mano range with you already. We gave you three basic drills. Now we're going to pull into Simbrata range. Remember, what constitutes Simbrata range is that you have your checking hand, which means that his stick can now hit your head if you miss your hand smash. So if you miss your hand smash, you have a follow-up checking hand. Filipinos call this the live hand. This is the more important hand of the two. Okay, we're going to go through our numbering system, 1 through 5, and I'm going to give you some basic blocks for each one. He's going to give me an angle 1. This is what we call a roof block. Now, this roof block is really a smash on the hand, so I'm going to call it a block for sake of a better word, but it's actually a hand smash. So when he comes in with this roof block, I'm going to zone out to this angle. Now, the zoning is going to be all predicated on his energy. I'm just going to give you one basic angle, which is basically going away from the pressure of the blow. Once again, slow, roof block. This is if your point is down